Shots. Our next speaker is a community leader, a mom, and a resident of Barrow County. Please let's give a warm welcome to Shelbey Alexander.
Greetings, everyone. How y'all doing? Come on, louder than that. Come on. Woo! Yes. Okay. It's awesome being here with you all today. Being here with all of you today. We are here to raise our voices and say, enough is enough. All right. Let me tell you something. We all remember that day when Apalachee blew up. Right? No one ever thought that it would happen to one of our schools, to our children. This always happens someplace else, but it did happen here. When I heard the news, my heart sank. And the first thing I thought was, I've got to do something. I've got to do something. I grabbed some water bottles out the refrigerator. They were nice and cold. And I jumped in my car and I headed toward Apalachee. It was chaos. It was true chaos. There were parents who were walking and running and crying. I could see the fear on their faces. I talked to several of them and I was asking them, do you need anything? And I'm handing out water as we were in the crowd. That was all that I could do. On that day, I saw relief of some of the parents' faces, relief on some of the children's faces, just because they had their child in their hand. And the kids, they were close to their parents or clinging to their parents. Some were crying, some were not. But they just had their heads down because they were trying to process all of this. They were scared, and we understand. My heart hurts for the people that were lost that day. But my heart also hurts for the parents. My heart hurts for the young man who walked up in there with a gun. Because he thought, whatever he was going through, that a gun would solve his problems. It only complicated it. We have all been asking, why did this happen? What did we miss? And where do we go from here? On the local level, we could look for ways to improve our current security measures and institute the use of magnetic locks, cameras, door barricades. Provide resources and tools to help endangered or troubled students. Provide a safe haven for students, maybe even for teachers, to be able to anonymously report threats, abuse, assault, fear. And as the speaker before me said, we need to enact gun legislation. But right now, we got a little tickler in here. And his name is Mike Collins. He was elected in 2022. And while he was running for office, you know what he said? He said that he was a Second Amendment absolutist. In other words, he does not believe in any type of gun legislation or gun laws. So where is he sitting? In the corner somewhere, ignoring people, ignoring our children. Mike Collins, you're fired. Okay? You're fired. Many of us in this group, we support the Second Amendment. We also are gun owners. I'm a gun owner. But as a gun owner, as a parent, as a person, I expect everyone else to be responsible, to handle it correctly, to keep it safe. But Mike Collins, he said, more God, more prayers. That's the answer. That's the answer that he gave. We expect, want, and need gun owners to be responsible and use common sense. That's all we're asking. We're asking him to use some common sense. We're asking him to listen to us. Okay? When he was asked what he would say to the families of the victims after the tragedy, the answer was, again, more God and more prayers. On the day after the shooting, he said, it's times like this that your faith really comes into play.
Disconnected.
Well, Mike Collins, yeah, we got faith. We have strong faith. Okay? But we cannot just close our eyes and look the other way or hope for it to just go away. We're not going away. We're not going away. He needs to answer to us. Because when he was running for office, there were people that voted for him. They put their faith in him. All right? They believed him. He has not delivered. He has not delivered. He's supposed to be there looking out for our interests, but he's looking out for his own interests. I have two questions for Mike. One, when will it be right to talk about or do something about gun control measures? We're not saying anything about taking people's guns away, but we need better control. We need better laws. He does not believe in any red flag laws. How can you not believe it? How can you not? How can you not? These are people. These are children. Okay? So, I want to know, would he be willing to meet with us, to sit with us, to talk to us, and hear our concerns? Yes. We want him to meet us at the table. Mike, I know you're not in your office right now, but somewhere I hope you hear this. Enough is enough. What? Say it again?
Enough is enough.
Again, my name is Shelbey Diamond-Alexander. I'm from Barrow County. And I approve this message.